Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Sunday reading reflection. We have been doing this for a year because last year I started off with the Feast of Christ the King, and this Sunday is also the Feast of Christ the King. So we've been at this for a whole entire liturgical year, give or take a few Sundays. But realistically, we've been journeying together for a year, and I want to thank you for that. And to start off today, we are going to be looking at the gospel yet again. And this one, we're taking a break from Mark. We're going straight to the Gospel of John, and this is the scene that Jesus is before Pilate. So Jesus is coming to Jerusalem. Now he has been brought before Pilate, and Pilate's asking if he is the king of the Jews. And Jesus wants to know whether or not Pilate is asking because of his own. Is Pilate asking because he's curious, or is someone else telling him this? And realistically, Pilate just wants to know what Jesus has done and asking if he's a king. And Jesus does say that his kingdom is not from this world. And said, if this kingdom were from this world, my followers would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from here. In which case, Pilate says, so you are a king? And Jesus replies, you say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice. So Jesus here is admitting that he is king, that but he's not king of the world in the sense that we know it. He is king of more. And the feast is Jesus Christ, king of the universe. And we really need to look at our lives now and look, is Jesus the king of our lives? Does Jesus become the center of our lives? Is Jesus part of our lives, or is he completely out of our lives? And when we look at this, when we think about what place does Jesus have in our lives, this is very important. And as I was talking last week, Advent is so close, and this is a perfect time to start really thinking about what place does Jesus have in our lives. And Jesus wants to be king of our lives, not just some dude that lived 2,000 years ago, and not just someone we visit in the tabernacle of the Eucharist just once a week and then at Mass and ignore for the rest of the week. He wants to be part of our lives, not just part of our lives, he wants to be the center of our life. So when we look at it, is Jesus part of our life? Is he just someone we go to when we need help? Is he someone we just go to on Sunday during Mass? Or is Jesus the center of our life? Is Jesus someone we go to for all the important decisions of our lives? Maybe even like not so important decisions. Just the smaller decisions in every day. Do we turn to Jesus and say, what do you want me to do in this situation? Do you want me to do this thing? Even if it's a good thing, if something's a good thing, it might not be what God is calling us to do. So if we have Jesus at the center of our life, we have a Christ-centered mentality to our lives. When Jesus is king of our lives, he is able to guide our hearts, guide the direction of our lives throughout our day and then for the rest of our lives. And when we really take that to heart, when we really take that Christ-centered relationship to heart, that is when our life starts changing. When we choose to make Jesus the king of our lives, that is when so much becomes possible. Jesus is the king of the universe, but we need to make him king of our lives. And you don't lose anything when you do that. So, one thing I encourage you this weekend, or sometime this week, is look at your relationship with Christ and consider, is Jesus completely outside of your life? Is he just some dude who lived 2,000 years ago? Or do you acknowledge that he's God, but, other than that, maybe you might show up to Mass every once in a while, but, like, is he really not there? Is he part of your life? Do you go to Sunday Mass? Do you maybe say your prayers in the morning and the evening? But Jesus really is just one of many other parts of your life, and maybe not even as the center of your life. Maybe um, school ends up becoming the center of your life, or sport, or your spouse. So is Jesus the center of your life, or is he just part of your life? If he's part of your life, he's just one of many aspects of your life. Or is he the center of your life? Is he what informs all your decisions? Is he what informs your relationship with your spouse? Is he what informs your studies at school? Is he who you dedicate your sports to? If Jesus is at the center of life, that will inform everything. And if Jesus isn't at your center of your life, you can choose today, or sometime this week, maybe even Sunday, to make that intentional decision to put Jesus at the center of your life. Ask him to come into your life. And we don't have to be perfect. I am not perfect. And we don't have to be perfect to have Jesus at the center of life. We don't have to be Mother Teresa to have Jesus at the center of our life. The saints became saints because they focused their life on Christ. It wasn't that they were saints before, and then because they were saints, they could focus their life on Christ. It's because they choose to put Christ at the center of their life, to focus their life on Christ, that they became saints. So, my challenge for you this week is to consider putting Jesus at the center of your life, and if he already is, remake that commitment. And when you make that commitment, do it intentionally. Maybe even write somewhere down that, maybe November 15th, November 16th was the day that you put Jesus at the center of your life. And keep that in memory. Keep that somewhere you'll remember it. And revisit that. You will lose nothing, but you will gain everything if you make Jesus the king of your life as he is king of the universe. So until we meet again, until we next week, I want to wish you a really happy week. God bless. Know that I am praying for you, and please pray for me. Bye.